And welcome to Tetrakey TV. My name is Mark Hopkins. I'm here in Joburg. Rob landed this morning back from Seattle, and because he is soft, hasn't been able to stay awake this late, so you've just got me tonight. Tonight we are going to talk about the persistency of one thing. This is number 65 out of 260. So as Rob pointed out, we've got also a few more to go. And also now is our first one we're doing in the start of the second quarter of the year. So I hope you have all achieved what you wanted to do at the first quarter. You're all on target for exceeding your expectations in 2017, and it's a very scary thought to think that already 3 months of the year has passed and we're already into the second quarter. So the persistency of one thing. We live in a world where we get bombarded by things on a daily basis, minute by minute, daily basis. We are getting bombarded by stuff, and that stuff is always vying for your attention. It's always trying to influence you and convince you to do what it is asking you to do. And so we are constantly having to think about what it is we want to be investing our time. We've got to constantly be thinking about all the things that we want to be doing and trying to do. But the persistency of one thing is one of the key drivers in delivering some of your success criteria. So as you think about what you want to be achieving, then you start very quickly going into the how. And you're probably going through a planning process. You'll probably start articulating the steps that you need to take. You'll then start building them into either a series or parallel work of activities, and you'll start planning out. First you need to do A, then you need to do B, then you need to do C, and you'll start planning this out. And by the end of a reasonably short space of time, you'll have a really good, clear, succinct idea of what are the things you need to be doing in order to be successful. So where are we as we speak? Well, we've got a good idea. We've got clarity. We've got something that you can probably touch, see, and smell. And it's something that probably excites you, but we're still not moving closer. You've got a plan, but we've still got to take it forward. And this is where a lot of us struggle, because a lot of us look at those steps and go, jeepers, where are we going to start? So the challenge I want to set you guys tonight is this persistency of one thing. Is what you'll do 9 times out of 10, and we're all guilty of this, is you'll make a plan. And then what do you do with that plan? You'll probably say, I'll sleep on it. Or you'll probably look at it, and then tomorrow morning something else will come up, and you probably won't revisit that plan until a week later. And ladies and gents, if you do that, you've lost all your impetus. So the first thing you do after you've finalised your plan, and I'm not talking about in a day's time, a week's time, I'm talking about as soon as you get comfort that your plan is done, you have to do something within that plan. You have to start something immediately, because then you get traction, then you get momentum. And it's much easier to maintain momentum than build momentum. We've always done this before where, I don't know, you push a rock and the rock's moving, you get tired, you stop that rock. But the initial energy to get that thing moving again seems always greater. So once you've started something moving, it's much easier to keep it, which goes back to the persistency of one thing. You need to have one thing built into your daily routine. One thing, not 25 things, one thing built into your daily routine that maintains momentum. It could be such a simple thing as reading 4 pages of a book every day that's aligned to what you're trying to achieve. It could be doing 10 minutes of research every day on what you're working towards. It could be revisiting your success criteria, but it's just one thing. It's not, and it's something you do every day. And that's the trick. The trick is to maintain momentum. So that's a very quick one to think about. We are making some changes to our Facebook Live now. You'll notice at the start we're not talking about liking and sharing, and also we're going to make them a little bit shorter and hopefully a little bit more punchy. So all we need is 5 minutes of your time and attention, give you something to think about, and then hopefully you go away and engage and test it and then feedback to us. So think about what is the one thing that you're going to build tomorrow into your daily routine. I'll tell you one thing for me, I need to do some more stretching. So first thing you'll see tomorrow, I'm going to drag Rob out of bed and I'm taking him for a run tomorrow and we're going to stretch. And that's the one thing that we're going to build into our lives, on our routines when we're together up in Joburg. So that's the persistency of one thing. Think about what your routine is and how you can complement this. Don't try and change something too quickly, because then you'll lose momentum. Once you maintain momentum, ladies and gents, it's much easier to keep it than to start again from scratch. So with that, I wish you a fantastic evening. I hope you are as successful and as happy as you can be, and I will speak to you tomorrow night. Good night.